Good evening. The headline today is that an earthquake has arisen in Segovia. People are very shocked because here has never been a disaster like that. 200,000 people are affected. A lot of countries are sending people to help. The biggest problem is that there aren't any food and that people are trying to escape to another towns. In the street, there are a lot of bodies of dead people. Now, our correspondent in Segovia will give us more information.
Yes, Aroa, the situation here is a disaster. In this moment, thousands of people are trying to escape outside Segovia, walking with bikes, by car. The roads are collapsed and people who come to help have problems to arrive. People are very worried because they haven't got any place to sleep and because they have lost all their belongings and all of their friends and family are dead. This is all at the moment.
Thank you, Julia. Other important news is that UK will accept the euro the next year. The Queen Elizabeth doesn't agree with this news because it's very traditional. Now, our correspondent, who is inside the Buckingham, will give us more information. Thanks.
Aroa? Aroa, can you hear me?
Yes, Sandra, you can begin when you want.
Good evening, Aroa. I'm now in the Buckingham Palace and I can say you that most English people accept the euro, but some conservative people aren't agree with this decision because they said that with the pound they are more independent. And the Queen of England has said that UK will never be the same with the euro.
Thank you, Sandra. And tomorrow morning will be a protest about violence against women. In this year, 20 women have been killed by their husband. If you are an abused woman, you have to call at this number 987130090. I repeat the number 987143090. Other news is that the government have decided to ban smoking in all public places. Some people don't agree with this news, but the most part of the society think that it is a good decision. Scientists have done a new discovery. They have done a clone of the first dog which traveled to the moon. This work took them 7 years, and now we can see it. The clone's name is like a shoe. It has a very good health. This is the beginning of a new period on scientists' work. Hundreds of people are now in the London Biology Centre. Among these people are our correspondent, Sandra. Hi Sandra, what can you say us about this news?
Good evening, Aroa. We are here in London Biologic Centre where the first dog have been cloned. This dog is the clone of famous dog who traveled to the moon, called Laika, and this clone name is Laika too. It has been created artificially and in this laboratory. And it's a big advance of all biology of all the times, and it looks very happy and healthy.
Today a new TV program will begin at 10 o'clock. The name is Physics and Chemistry. It is a Spanish program which talks about teenagers and their problems. And at cinema we can see the last film of Almodóvar. Spanish is different. It is a comedian film about Spanish life. And it is all. Now Rocío will inform us about sport. Have a good night.
Thanks, Aroa. Today in cricket, the Pakistan side will miss the first of T20 international against England in Dubai. In tennis, the Briton Andy Murray returned to the top 3 in the world ranking for the first time since October, after reaching the Australian Open final. The first of this ranking is Roger Federer, and the second is the Spanish Rafa Nadal. In golf, the American Crane wins the Farmer Open by a single stroke. In athletics, the Britain's world champion Jessica Smith tells the BBC that she will skip the Commonwealth Games in Delhi this October. In boxing, Brian McGee wins the vacant European Super Middleweight title with a 7-round stoppage of match in Denmark. But today, the most important news is the horse racing. Big Thep is back among the leading contenders for the Champion Chase of Chelsea in March after a fine put-down victory on Sunday. Today, this is all. See you tomorrow. The climatic change increasingly. Today there was been a hurricane called David in Florida. In Spain there are strong winds and temperate approach in the south. In Canary Islands there are a lot of floods.